Hey everybody, so today we're going to be discussing the last topic for this chapter, and that is the triangle inequality theorem. So what the triangle inequality theorem states is that a triangle exists so if we think about what is a triangle is a polygon, it has three sides, but the thing about a triangle is that not every three side lengths can make a triangle. So a triangle exists if the sum of the two smaller sides which means we're going to add those two sides together, is larger than the third side. Okay, so let's give this a try down below. So in number one, we're given three side lengths, 8, 17, and 24. The question is, do those three side lengths make a triangle? So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the two smaller sides, which in this case would be 8 and 17. We're going to add them together and then compare it to 24. Now the question is 8 plus 17 bigger than 24? All right, well, 8 plus 17 is 25. 25 is greater than 24. So the answer is yes. Yes, it makes a triangle. Okay, on to number two. The two smaller sides would be 3 and 3. So we're going to add 3 plus 3 and compare that to 7. Is 3 plus 3 greater than 7? No, 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is not greater than 7, so I'm going to put a line through the greater than symbol. So the answer is no, not a triangle. Okay, number 3, pick the two smaller sides. In this case, 25 and 12 are the two smaller sides. We're going to add 12 plus 25 and compare that to 35. 12 plus 25 is 37. 37 is greater than 35, so that one would be yes. Okay, so that's how you determine if a triangle exists. Now let's say, for example, if we added two sides together and, like, for example, number 5. The two smaller sides in number 5 are 22 and 28. 22 plus 28 compared to 50, well, 22 plus 28 is equal to 50. So is it greater than? Well, no, it's not greater than, it's equal to. So in order to form a triangle, it has to be greater than. So that answer would also be no. Okay, so I'm going to leave number 4, 6, 7, and 8 blank for you to try. Okay, so down below, finding the third side range, what we're going to do is we're going to determine what are the range of values that would possibly work to make a triangle. So the way that we do this is we find the difference of the two numbers that they give us. So in number 9, 14 and 22 are the two sides that we're going to be working with. We want to figure out what are the range of values that would form a triangle with 14 and 22. So let's define two variables, a and b. So the value has to be less than b, and the value has to be greater than a. So it has to be somewhere between a and b, where a stands for the difference of the two numbers, and then b stands for the sum. Okay, so what I mean by that is, for number 9, we're going to find the difference of 22 and 14. So the difference between 22 and 14, we're going to do 22 minus 14, and when we subtract, we get 8. And then we're going to do 22 plus 14. And when we add those together, we get 36. So what that means is that the possible values that would make a triangle with 14 and 22 would be the numbers that are between 8 and 36. but not including 8 and not including 36. So we're going to write it as 8 is less than x, where x is the third side, is less than 36. Or in other words, the range of values is between 8 and 36. Okay, so we'll do number 10 together. Subtract and find the difference. 31 minus 28 is 3. 31 plus 28, that's 59. So that means the range of values has to be between 3 and 59. All right, so I'll leave number 11, 12, 13, and 14 for you to do. Okay, number 15 and 16, same idea. They're just checking which of the following apply. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. So if a triangle has lengths of 15 and 27, check all the possible lengths for the third side. So we're going to do the same thing, find the difference. 27 minus 15, that's going to give us 13, or I'm sorry, 12. And then we're going to do 27 plus 15, and that's going to be 43. 42. Okay, so that means the numbers have to be between 12 and 42. So any number here that's between 12 and 42, we're going to check. So that would be 34, check. 12, would that work? No, because it can't be equal to 12. It has to be greater than 12 and less than 42. So 12 would not work. 29 is between 12 and 42. 18 works. 43 is too big. 43 is greater. So for number 16, you're going to do the same thing. Just find which of the following work. Okay, on to the back. Ordering angles in triangles. So if we look at the picture on the left side, we're going to order the angles from largest to smallest. So if you actually just look at the picture, you can probably tell that angle B is the largest angle just by looking at it. But sometimes you might look at a triangle and it might not be so clear. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about how the side lengths are related to the angle measures. So the angles of a triangle can be put in order by comparing the sides. The smallest angle is always opposite the shortest side. And then the largest angle is always opposite the longest side. So to order these from, what do they want us to do? Least, so that'd be smallest to greatest. Okay, well, we have to find the smallest side first. So the smallest side in this one is 7. It's across from or opposite angle A. So angle A must be your smallest angle. The largest angle is across from the longest side. So that would be 13 is the longest side. So angle B is the largest angle. So angle B is the largest or the greatest. And therefore that the one in the middle measure would be angle C. So this is your order A, angle C, angle B. Okay, so the same thing goes for sides. We can order the sides of a triangle can be put in order by comparing the angles. The shortest side is always opposite the smallest angle. And the longest side is always opposite the largest angle. So like I mentioned before, a lot of times you can just look at the picture and tell, okay, well, obviously EF is the largest side. And maybe the smallest one looks like it's ED, but you really want to look at the angle measures. So in this case, they only give us 2 of the angles. They give us angle E and they give us angle D. We don't know angle F, but as we know, all the angles add up to 180. So if we do 180 minus 103 minus 42, that's going to tell us what the remaining angle is going to be. So I'm going to plug that in the calculator. I get 35. So that confirms that angle F is the smallest angle, which means that the smallest side is opposite that angle. So angle F is the smallest angle. So side ED must be the shortest side. So we're going from least to greatest. So ED is the shortest. After 35 comes 42. Across from 42, that would be side DF, or FD, however you want to say it. And then our longest side is across from our largest angle. So across from the 103, that would be side EF. All right, so we're going to do the same thing down below. We'll do a couple of examples. Just make sure you pay attention to what they're asking for. Number one, what are the angles from least to greatest? So number 1 and 2 are the same direction. Set 2, what are the angles from greatest to least? So just pay attention. This one's a least to greatest. This one's greatest to least. Number 5, what are the sides from least to greatest? And set 4, order the sides from greatest to least. All right, so I'll do maybe one of each set for you. I'll do number 1, the angles from least to greatest. Across from the shortest side is angle M. After 17 comes 20. That's across from angle P. And then across from the longest side is angle N. So angle N is your largest angle. So we went from least to greatest. Okay, so number 2, I'll leave that one blank for you guys to try. 3 and 4, I'll also leave blank for you to try. But just remember, for 3 and 4, you're doing greatest to least. All right, set 3, we're going from least to greatest as far as the sides go. So with most of these, you're going to always be missing an angle first. So they give us 2 of the angles. We don't know what angle K is. So we can just do a quick 180 minus 57 minus 31. And you get 92 degrees. So we're going least to greatest. So the smallest angle is 31 degrees. So that would be across from side KL. After 31 comes 57. That's across from JK. And then the largest angle is 92, which is across from JL. Okay, so that's least to greatest. So number 6 you can try, number 7, and number 8. So that'll be your assignment. All right, so if you have any questions, just make sure you let us know. Have a great day.